Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. So now let's go to Glendale, Arizona, where Jim and Phil have the call.
Panthers, Steelers, coming up on EA Sports. We welcome you to Glendale, Arizona for today's game. 2 weeks of build-up, and at last the Super Bowl is upon us. A final thought before kickoff.
Man, dreams do come true. You are in the Super Bowl. But just remember this, everything you do here will be remembered. Everything you did leading up to it, it's gone and forgotten. How you play today is how people are going to think of you.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance and Phil Simms here in Arizona, getting set for Super Bowl 49. Last time the Super Bowl was here was a wild one, with the Giants beating the undefeated at the time New England Patriots. Maybe we've got another good one like that in store today.
I think we have a wild one in store again today. Both coaches are willing to take chances. They are daring. Sit in your seats for the kickoff.
We'll go now to the third member of our broadcast team, Danielle Bellini, down on the sidelines with more on today's game.
Thanks, Jim. This Super Bowl can be a very distracting time for players and coaches. So I asked both teams, how have you been dealing with all of the distractions during this run up to Super Bowl 49? While they all admitted, yes, it's easy to get caught up in the media attention, they tell me they've been 100% focused on this game tonight. And guys, they all know what a special night this is, and they want to make the most of it by coming out with a win. Back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. The Panthers are ready to run back this kick. And Sean Sweezum looks ready to get this one underway. Takes off from the 5. Taken down right at about 20 Newton. So dangerous in so many ways, including a year ago, leading all quarterbacks in rushing with nearly 600 yards on the ground. It's first down as they head to the line. Stewart's going to take the handoff now, and he's brought to the ground. As we take a look at the offense, it'll be calling on a number of times today, running back D'Angelo Williams.
This Carolina offense, they need playmakers. D'Angelo Williams is a playmaker. I think they got to find more ways to get the football to him so he can make those big plays.
Newton, handoff, and Williams is taken down at the 33. For the defense, one of the best to ever play the safety position, still flying around after all these years, is Troy Polamalu.
He can do three things that you'd love to see from a safety. He can play deep, protect against the deep passes. He can come up near the line of scrimmage and stop the run. And he also is a terrific blitzer going after the quarterback. What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
First down here after the completion. Williams got it. Draw play. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
Carter is so strong, he can do everything on the field. He can rush the passer, beat up tackles, tight ends. How about defending this outside run that time? Stuffs it for no gain.
Cotcheries lined up now as a slot receiver. 2nd and 10. Catch made.
Well, on 2nd down that time, nice decision by the quarterback. Now they got it to 3rd and short. The defense, it all goes against them, of course. Now they don't know whether it's going to be a run or a pass.
3rd and 3. up with the pick on that pass.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
And it'll be Nortman back to punt. The offense is led by the quarterback who has virtually every Steelers franchise record for passing, Ben Roethlisberger. They come to the line, and it's first down. The Steelers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Bell will get it on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line. Mr. Reliable, a tight end for Pittsburgh, Heath Miller.
Yeah, he's had so many solid years for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming out of Virginia, has gone unnoticed for many years, but finally gets elected to a Pro Bowl.
Hardy's there to make the tackle. It'll be third down. Bell's got it on the handoff. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Bell is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First down here after the run. Roethlisberger's taking off. The tackle is made. Second down. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And they are in on Bell.
Bell is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. They've come out in the dime package. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Trying to work that left side. And no one is going to catch this one as it goes out of bounds. It's now second down. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Roethlisberger from the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, when you see the defense is going to blitz and you can't pick it up, as a quarterback, you've got to change the pass protection. Remember, protect yourself at all times. He didn't do it, so he goes down.
Offense lines up here. Will go Brown, trying to plow ahead. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. Takes off.
I guess
bound to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. The Steelers take it from the 28. Running away from the pressure. Roethlisberger is brought down after picking up just a yard. 2-minute warning.
Coming up at the half, please join Larry Ridley for the Verizon Halftime Report.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. Marching down the field and taking their time. They'll run it off the toss. And Kuechly in on the tackle. Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Mounting a serious drive. Off the right side. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. He'll try this one from 43. And converts on the 3.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you.
Team does his job recovering the onside kick. The Panthers getting set now for their next series. They send the tight end in motion. First down at the 42. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Newton in shotgun formation. Has his man. That gains a few.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
Now looking at third down. Catch there, no one near him. That brings the play to an end. The Panthers call a timeout and are left now with only one. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Looking across the middle and off the mark on that short throw.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Now, this is about as bad as it gets for a quarterback in a situation like this. You're near the goal line, and they give you a chance to throw the football, and you take a sack. Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't want to be him in that film session tomorrow.
The big sack pushes the offense into a very difficult third down and 11. Out of the shotgun formation. Newton, 6 in the books.
The protection was outstanding. all day to throw it, and then finally the quarterback found the open receiver, put it on target. Nice touchdown throw.
An extra point is good. The Steelers, return team, hoping to set up something before the half as they've fallen behind. The score's 7-3. This kick will stay on the ground, avoiding a big return. And they get to him at the 45. The Steelers now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Split backfield here. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And now he'll take off. Tackle down at the 46-yard line. And here we have second down. Wasting no time now for this next play. And now he spikes it. So that's going to do it for the first half. Panthers are up in this one.
We welcome you in now for the EA Sports Halftime Report presented by Verizon. Now let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers have looked decent here at the Super Bowl. The Panthers are in control when it comes to time of possession, but it's hard to say either side looks completely in control of this game to this point. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Early in quarter one, Olsen's the target here, and he'll end up at their own 40-yard line before being tackled. Steelers have it at the 42. Roethlisberger's going to shift out to the right side. He'll pick up more than 10 yards on the play. Panthers now late in the second. Olsen's found on the quick pass, and that connection will lead to a gain of 34 yards.
Gano getting ready for the start of the second half with the kick. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Steelers getting ready now to start their drive. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Here's the quick toss. Kuechly's the one who brings him to the ground. The Steelers are down on the scoreboard, and this running game is a big reason why. Bell's been stopped from the first quarter.
Running game has no chance. That's obvious. We've seen it here today, and it's time for this offense to open it up, quit trying to run the football, and throw it down the field.
The jumbo set on the field. Roethlisberger, play action. He's scrambling down. Tackles made. First down coming up. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Keeps it here. Out of the pocket. They're going to get him here for a sack.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
The Steelers snap it at the 36. Keeps it here. Scrambling now. And he's dropped for a loss.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's what he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
Third and forever. Getting away from the pressure. Breaks free. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Defense has ruled today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense take a beating. The NFL, it's all about the offense. It's nice to see the defense dominate.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. That's a missed opportunity, and now they'll have to bring out the defense. Roethlisberger's the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. The Panthers are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. First down at the 48. They'll run it here. Williams is tackled down. Close game right now, partner, and you look at the matchup at running back, and neither one.
Stayed patient, stayed with the run game, and I think it will work.
Second down and 8. Williams. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
The Panthers snap it at the 36. He'll go to the left. Away from the stack. He's got the touchdown.
Never be satisfied in the NFL. Players are just too good. So when you get a chance to score, even though you're leading, take advantage of it. Awesome job by the coordinator on those play calls.
To hear the full story on that injury, let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Steelers team official. Ben Roethlisberger's injury is only being called lower body related at this point. He has been cleared to return, so guys, expect to see him back on the field soon. Back to you.
Across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Steelers come onto the field for their next series. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Gets away from the pressure. And he's forced to the ground.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
The big sack on the last play brings up second down and 11. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big sack on the last play brings up second down and 11. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Scrambling out of the pocket. Nice tackle. Third down now. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Roethlisberger's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment. Not far from a first down. They're going to go for it. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Flip to the outside. He's tackled right at the 36.
I thought that was a pretty risky play that time by the offense. Even though it's the second half and you're down, you don't always have to go for it on fourth down. Fortunate for them, they got it that time.
The defense comes out in the nickel. First down at the 36. Gonna try and scramble now. And he's taken down.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
They are set back in long-distance territory after that sack. Second down coming up. Moore's a receiver in the slot. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Now on the move. Room to work. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Steelers team official. Ben Roethlisberger's injury is related to the lower body. And guys, it's serious enough that he won't get back on the field today. Back to you.
Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Miller's playing out of position in the backfield here. First down at the 47. Breaks the tackle. Takes off with it. And Kuechly in on the tackle. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. The defense comes out in the dime. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. 2nd and 9. And he takes off. Looking long. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. There's a call we don't see all that often. An illegal forward pass.
Yeah, that's right. The quarterback that time was past the line of scrimmage. He lost his judgment where he was at on the football field. I can understand why. Trying to avoid so many hits. Didn't realize he crossed the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers have it at the 44. Running away from the pressure. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 3 for the first. The Steelers come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. They'll turn it over on downs.
Jim, you can't tell the difference between the quarterback and the center. They're both retreating about as fast as you can go. That time the center gets run over, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. First down at the 48. Takes it out of the eye.
About managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right there. Not a big gain, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
2nd down and 9. Jonathan Stewart with the football. That's a tackle right near the 48. 3rd down. The Steelers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. 3rd down on the way. They'll go ground. Trying the right side. They'll mark him at the 41. For the first time ever, the Carolina Panthers have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy is heading to Charlotte, North Carolina. For them, and then even think back to the days when you had that very same experience.
Probably the only, and they're enjoying a moment that they will remember in 50 years. They'll still be able to feel exactly how it felt at this very moment.